Hey everyone, from Roosevelt and Pierre Moran, this is Peter from Third Coast Percussion. This week we're going to create a recording that combines multiple parts. So we're going to be taking some of the rhythms or melodies that we've been creating on our instruments that we've built or found around the house, and we're going to be putting them together. In addition to all the instruments that you have at home, we're also going to be using our iPad, a set of headphones, and the GarageBand app on that iPad. Let's get started. I've opened up GarageBand on my iPad, and there's a handful of different options of projects that we could create. We're going to choose Audio Recorder, and we're going to click on Voice. If we're recording a bunch of parts separately that we want to put together at the end, it's important that we always record with a metronome. On the iPad, the metronome is up here on the right. When it's blue, the metronome's on, and when it's white, the metronome's off. So we're going to keep this metronome on. When we hit the record button, the metronome will click 4 beats before it starts recording. And we're recording. That feels a little fast to me, so what I want us all to do is change the tempo of our metronome to 76. The right corner right here, where it says tempo, right now it says 110. No matter what the number says, I want us to change that number to 76. Tap on the screen to get out of this window. Let's hear what that metronome sounds like now. And we start recording. A little slower and a little bit more manageable. 76 seems like a good speed for us to record. Let's switch views on the screen. Right now I can see something that was recorded, but I want to start from the very beginning. Double tap on the recording block and hit delete. We're going to record a short rhythm on the log drum. When I hit record, remember that we're going to hear 4 clicks before we want to start playing. When we're done, we're going to press stop. I'm going to go back to that other view, and we can see what we recorded. We had some extra space at the very end, so I'm going to trim it off. Let's take a listen to what we recorded. Now when we're listening back, I'm going to turn off the metronome. You'll notice that even though we had the metronome turned off right here, we could still hear some of that metronome in the recording. That's because the sound that was coming out of the iPad, in this case the metronome, was also being recorded into the iPad. In this case, it was the sound of the log drum as well as the metronome sound. The only way to fix this problem while still being able to hear a metronome when we record is to use headphones. And you can use the same headphones that come with your iPad or another set of headphones that you would use with your phone. I've plugged headphones into my iPad right now, and I'm going to re-record that log drum rhythm. You're not going to hear the metronome because it's in my headphones, but I'll still be able to play along with it when I record. So now that I have my recording, one of the things I can do is have it repeat over and over again, or what we call loop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to double tap on the recording. I'm going to click loop. If I wanted to adjust the length of that loop, I could also move around where that recording goes on the screen. In this case, I'm just going to let it last the whole duration of that screen. Now that I've recorded one rhythm, I'm going to create another track on top of it. I'm going to hit the plus sign right here. Once again, I'm going to hit voice. I'm going to go back to the other screen right here. And now we have a new track. I've plugged my headphones in for this recording, and I'm going to record a new track.
Same thing, going to go back to the previous screen. I'm going to trim this. I've taken out my headphones so we can hear the playback. What I'm going to do is loop this to the same length as the previous recording. Let's hear what it sounds like together. I think that's a good addition. So now we have 2 parts on just the log drum. Let's try adding in some other instruments as well. Trim it up. Let's loop this. Let's hear what that new layer sounds like with the other 2. So I'm just going to keep on layering some musical ideas here. All right, so I've got a bunch of layers right now. So what I'm going to do is just organize them in a way that you hear one layer at a time, gradually adding in.
As always, have a lot of fun with this project this week. I'm really looking forward to seeing and hearing the musical material that you come up with. Remember to use a metronome, put that metronome on 76. Have a great week, everybody. We'll talk more later.